Hi everyone. Um, Thank you for stopping to spend some time with me today. I really do appreciate it. I would like to give a couple of shout outs. I've mentioned one of them before, but she continues to give me wonderful support and encouragement, and that is Lori from the Old Paper Lady. She has a very active channel. She normally posts a video every day unless she is sick or worn out from work. She works a full-time job plus. So visit her channel and give her some love. I'd also like to shout out to Betty. I think it's Betty is how you pronounce it, Bette, Flood. She does not have a YouTube channel, but she is very active on Instagram. And I believe her name on Instagram is FLOODBETTE. Just last name first and then first name. She does beautiful projects and posts them on Instagram, so give her a visit. We are going to get back into this Childish Memories journal. Of course, my little granddaughter does not know that she inspired it, but she did. And she actually inspires a lot of things that I do these days. She's kind of my, the sunshine of my life, so. All right, so yesterday we were placing pockets. My video got cut short because the memory card said it was full, and I played around with it I tried to take everything off of it and make sure that it was free, and when I put it back in the camera I'd get the same message that the memory card didn't have any room on it. So I ended up ordering a memory card from Amazon, same day delivery, and I got here yesterday evening, and I kind of then went in and videoed just a few minutes to put a closure to that video and splice them together. I'm going to tell you that I have really learned a lot this past week in how to upload the videos and how to deal with them. I still haven't learned how to link them, but splicing them together and figuring some of the other technical things out, I've been able to do. When I was getting ready to start, and I would do just some practice videos to get used to the camera and all of that, I was really getting frustrated because I thought, this just cannot be this difficult. I was really having a hard time with it. I said, this just cannot be this difficult. So I just take a deep breath and continue. And I did finally figure it out. So I'm very happy about that. And when I was getting ready to start this journal, this channel, I had thought about it for, I had been thinking about it for a few months, but I finally got to the point where I thought, you know, my journals, there are so many creators on YouTube, beautifully talented people that just make such wonderful things and have so much to offer and so much to give to their viewers. And I've learned a lot from a lot of these ladies and gentlemen. But I figured my journals are probably good enough now to go ahead and share how I do them and how I like to do them. So I decided to just forge ahead, and I told my daughter and her husband and the baby and I, we lived together. We bought this home, my husband and I, with the intention that we would all live together and then this house would become theirs. So I told her, I said, Lena, you're probably going to laugh at me. Or I said, please don't laugh. But she says, why? And I said, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. Now, I am not a young woman, and I thought, why would I be starting a journal? At my age, why would I do this? And she says, Mom, why would I laugh at you? She said, that's a good idea. You should do it. So with that little bit of encouragement, I started to move forward. And, well, it wasn't a little bit of encouragement. It actually meant a lot to me. But I decided to move forward and to see what happened. So here I am. And like I said, thank you for stopping by to visit with me for a while. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have time. Just a short comment. Maybe just tell me where you're watching from. I think that's very interesting when we think about it, how we can reach people literally all over the world through this through these videos, you know, and how it connects people, which is another reason why I started this channel. There's a couple of reasons. The main reason is because I really want it to be an encouragement to others. I want to be an encouragement to those who may be new and just starting out and think that they don't have what they need to make these journals, or they're not talented like some of these creators that are out there. But believe me, you don't have to be. If you think you would enjoy it and you'd like the process, just go for it. Use what you have and just do it. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I just did it. And I found after I started doing them, and after my husband passed away, that it really became a source of great strength for me. And I enjoyed it so much. So that's where I am today. And again, thank you. If you've subscribed, I appreciate it. If you're watching me and you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, so yesterday we were putting our pockets in here, and we had been working on that till we were rudely interrupted by technical difficulties. So let's get on with it. So let me just show you what we have so far in case you weren't with us yesterday. I have a pocket just like this for the back and the front. I will put in one of the pockets my writing board, which we will make. I don't know if we'll have time to make it today, but we will make it. And I'll put these pockets on after I put the corner protectors on. I think I came up last night. I was in bed already, and I think I came up for an idea for my cover. But I can't really tell you about it yet because I have to gather the pieces and kind of see if it will work for this. So we have a pocket. We have a pocket placed here. This was the first one we did. And I went through off camera while I was waiting for my issues to resolve with this, and placed the remaining pockets where I think I want them to go in the belly bands. And I did show this. I don't think this shows up on camera really. But it's kind of, it was a sparkly pad of paper. It's not a very big pad, and like I said, I think I got it from Michael's, and I just like it. I think it's kind of pretty. It's not too in your face. It's just kind of pretty, and so I thought I would use it for a belly band. I put in 2 belly bands, one in the front and one in the back. This is the pocket that we left off yesterday. What else did we get put in? I made an envelope. This will be a flip out. Well, maybe that was all, other than here's our other belly band that needs to be put in. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so I guess the belly band's the next thing to go in here. I'm just gonna flip through page by page, and I wish I knew where my weight was. My book weight. What in the world did I do with it? Oh no, this is crazy. It's usually laying right here. But I must have moved it somehow, some way. I wasn't thinking. Oh well, we'll manage. All right, so I need to cut this down a smidge. And I've already made it very well known that I cannot cut a straight line. I cannot, even on smaller things. I am getting much better at fussy cutting. I do have my brother scan and cut, but there's just some things that it does not do as well on, and so I do cut. I just hand do some fussy cuts, but I try to put everything I can through the brother scan and cut. Okay, let's see. I think that might have been enough. All right, I want to round these corners. I personally love the look of rounded corners. I used to round all the corners in my journal as I was putting them together, but I decided that that was not necessary. I liked the way it looked. I love the way rounded corners look, but I realized it was not necessary to round all the corners. And so that became a little bit of a time saver to me. All right, I think we're gonna fit. That's going to take, and I did back this with just a piece of cardstock, an extra thing that I had printed on and was not going to use. I hate to waste cardstock, and sometimes I end up printing more than I need of something, and I try to reuse it. Yeah, this paper is okay, but it's not particularly heavy for a belly band, so let's put some glue in here. And in the mayhem yesterday, I lost my pin to this. It's probably on the floor and I just cannot see it. I wish when you bought these bottles they would give you extra pens. That would be so nice. So I know if my husband were still here, and I told him, I said, honey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, because he did watch YouTube a lot. He watched a lot of religious programs and political, economic type things. He wasn't able to really, my daughter set it up so he could access it pretty easy, but believe me, he was not a technically inclined person, never was. My daughter had to show him how to use it, but she made it pretty easy for him. And if I told him now, if he were here, that I was going to start a YouTube channel, he'd say, Maggie, or Mama, he called me, just go for it. So I did. All right, what's next? This I will be decorating. I'm not going to decorate it just yet, but we will be decorating this. And this was a piece of vellum that I was actually going to put into the journal as a page, but in the end I decided I really didn't need it. Now, some of the experience that I've had with vellum and trying to glue it down has not been the best. I did put gussets in here, but I also put some double-sided tape, and I'm hoping that that will keep this, plus because it's not on the actual part that you see, that it will not wrinkle up too bad, but we'll see. So hopefully I can put this down without too much trauma. I am going to put a little bit of glue on this, these small strips. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that I might not be in frame. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on these smaller strips because I've had problems with this particular tape not sticking in the past, so I don't completely trust it. I'm just going to fold these back so I can get them laid down. I'm just going to take them all pulled together. So I think I'll put a little bit of tape. Hopefully I can get this, well, putting the, not tape, a little bit of glue. Hopefully putting the glue down will give me a little bit of time to wiggle it around to get it into place. If anyone out there listening works with vellum, I love vellum, and I did for a while work with it quite a bit. But I just found that gluing it down did not always go well. So if any of you know of a glue that works better, or a glue that works well on vellum, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so let's see how this sticks. I think it'll do okay with the glue on top of the tape. Just making sure we're actually taping. Okay, I'm not going to do anything with this just yet. This is going to be a flip out. I said that already. Okay, here's a little tuck spot. This is not only a tuck spot, but it's also a pocket. This was meant to be something else, but I changed my mind and took it in a different direction. You know, we're allowed to do that. You can do you. So I'm trying to decide, do I want it on this? I think I want it on this side. So I'm just going to glue it down this side. I'm not going to decorate this at all because she's so sweet, and we've got the little bird and the flowers and everything, so I think that it does not need any more embellishment. Okay, here we have a paper. We do have a paper. We have a book page, and I do enjoy using book page and music in my journals. I think they add a little bit of interest, but I also enjoy just using paper from my project that I can use, or using my die cut and cutting out pockets. Okay, Now, what do we want on here, my friends? I got all kinds of little girlies here. Oh, look at this little darling baby girl. So cute. There's so many. I gotta find one that'll fit on here, and these may all be too tall. I need a short one. Oh, these are so sweet. Well, it probably would have been helpful if I would have just made the page a little bit bigger. I mean, the pocket a little bit bigger. But I didn't. I don't want to redo it, so we'll find something else to put on here. Oh, this baby is so sweet. Yeah, I just don't have too many. Too many choices. Of course, I could go in. Here, I'm working. You can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I put this little one on there. I think that's what I will do. Okay, so she can go in here. So we need something else. That's just not enough. Okay, I'm just thinking and looking. These are little flower appliques that I use from time to time. That's kind of big for her. Oh dear. This is what takes me so long sometimes, because it takes me a minute to do you ever have those times? I'm sure we all do. When you sit down to decorate your journal, or to decorate, like I'm doing now, the pockets and stuff, and you just cannot come up with anything creative. It's like the well is dry. And so I hope right now that you can bear with me. And then it seems then all of a sudden those juices get flowing, and boom, 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 you're just going like wildfire. I guess that's part of the fun of the creative process, is just taking your time and enjoying it. I got this pretty butterfly here. Not exactly the right color though. And it kind of blends in. Maybe it doesn't. Blends in with the that could go there. I don't know. What else do I have? Maybe I could take a piece and put her on top of here and then a butterfly. Let me cut this down and see. Remember, I don't cut straight lines, so I have to use my trimmer. I am sorry. I can't even walk in a straight line. My husband would be walking and he'd always say, Maggie, please, walk a straight line. I would walk into my veer off and, oh. Let's see if this might work. I don't know. I might step away for just, oh, this is too big, but we can cut it down somewhere. I might step away for a moment and get some wide lace. Let me do that. I'll be right back. Talk among yourselves. I'm coming. Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry for this crinkly sound. I know some people like it, and others don't. So if you're one of those that don't, I do apologize. Okay, I'll have to find something to put this in when we're done. Okay, now this is, believe me, it's not antique lace or anything. Just trim this up a little bit here. Maybe some of this would be pretty behind her. And we can find something else to layer on top of it. This is just kind of rough. That was the other thing about starting a channel. I am an introvert. That being said, I was a registered nurse for 40 years or more. And I primarily worked in the newborn intensive care, but I had other duties as well. I did other things. And even though I was an introvert, I found that I could function perfectly well among my peers and among the people that I was in the healthcare profession to serve. So, but once I left that setting, then I became the shy person that I am. So starting a YouTube channel was really daunting to me because I thought, for one thing, I didn't understand, I didn't know or understand how people could just come on and talk about, just talk. There's really nobody for them to be talking to, but they were able to just talk. And I found that so interesting and was so intrigued by it. And that was one thing that kind of kept me, if it was going to keep me from starting a channel, that would have been the thing. And, but I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. And do the best that I can. So I did, and I know I and ah a lot, and sometimes I stumble over things, but I am finding it to be much more comfortable, and I hope you will enjoy my videos. I will always try to be transparent, give recognition where recognition is due, and I hope to make some new friends and to become a more active part of this community. When you're just sitting at home making things, there's really, there's really no connection. But I'm hoping that this will create a connection for me to become more active and to make friends and learn more things. I'm the type of person that loves to learn new things, and I learn new things every single day, which I think is a very important thing. Oh, I think that's kind of cute. Yeah, all right, so let's try to glue this down. Get my Fabri-Tac out. I am using just plain glue or even a glue stick on fabric more these days, but there's certain things that I don't think that lace does really well. Sometimes it doesn't want to stick well even with Fabri-Tac. So I use it, I enjoy using it. I do not mind getting the glue on my fingers. It doesn't bother me. I just wipe it off. And move forward. I usually do end up making a mess on my desk when I'm putting these things together, because I start pulling things out and trialing them and seeing if they're going to work or not. Sometimes it's hard to tell the front from the back. So again, I'm open to constructive criticism. I would request that no one is mean. When I comment on others' videos, I always try to be encouraging and kind. Do I want to put a label or anything on here? I think a little bow would be cute. What do you think? I have all these little doodads I've collected over the last year or so. And sometimes I forget that I have them. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to put a label or anything on here. I think there's enough. This will be enough. I want to start using hot glue a little bit more, especially now that I'm videoing. I think I've heard other YouTubers say that it works well. It's good for when they're filming because it dries quickly. There we go. That's very sweet. It took me how long to come up with that? Too long. But I hope you like it. I don't know. I have to play with this camera some more and get it. I think that's sweet. Of course, the little bow never hurts anything. Okay, I'm trying to decide about this pocket. I haven't quite decided yet if I want to use it. I don't have a lot of pieces of ephemera. I have to make some tags. I think I've got plenty of journaling cards. If not, I can make some. Maybe I will put her here. I can always just put, oh, I should ink her first. I can always just put a little card or something in her. I do want to put a waterfall in, so I have to save some space for that. I really enjoy making the waterfalls that, you pull on them and they just flip up. I think that's so much fun, so satisfying. But I found that they did make my journal really bulky, you know, just added to the bulk. And for the most part, I haven't done that the last 2 or 3 journals that I've made for that reason. Plus, I really care about the writing space of someone. If I ever do sell my journals and somebody gets it and they are a journaler, I want them to have a place to journal in. Okay. This is the other part of that little envelope. I'm going to decorate this as well. Let's see here. That's already in. Isn't this the cutest little thing? I don't know if that's a girl or a boy, but whatever. Sure is cute. So I'm going to put it here on this paper that I made. This was a lot of fun. The first time I did it, I haven't watched a video, somebody do it in a very long time, but I'm going to go back and watch those videos because I would like to do some more of this. I've got a lot of scraps. Probably not as much as some people, but I do have accumulated quite a bit. I did, when I was trying to reorganize them, I did throw away quite a few scraps. I don't have a lot of storage room, a lot of room to keep things, so I have to pick and choose. Oh, now I've gotten glue all over this. It's going to stick to me. It's going to stick to everything. There, I think I got it off. I think it's a little blonde baby girl, so we're going with that. Okay, I have this little glassine bag. I cut it down. It was a little bit too tall, and I have that card in there only because I was having trouble opening it, and I still am having trouble opening it, so I may not put it down. I'm going to leave this sit for now because I'm not sure if I want to put it in or not. I don't know if it was because I cut it on the cut it with the pinking shears or what. For some reason it's just not wanting to open. Okay, what do we have next? Okay, this is the other belly band. I actually think this needs to be trimmed a little bit as well. Goodness gracious, I've got to find my got this. What am I doing? So as we've already been on here 40 minutes, and I know your time is valuable, so I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. And I've been trying to explain, I'm just not used to talking and working at the same time, so it really slows me down. And I do apologize. I will get better, I promise you, I will. And okay, so I think what I'm going to try to do, I want to finish this journal up over the next couple or 3 videos at the rate I'm working here. But I think I'm going to try, I'm still thinking about it, so we'll see what happens. You may be surprised at what I do or don't do. These are the cards for my little waterfall. I'm going to mat them and decide where I want to put them. I think they would fit. I think it would fit here. So that's it. All the pockets that we're going to put in are in, except my front and back pockets. And I'm not even sure how many I've got. I know I've got 2 belly bands. So there's one. Glue sticks on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 'Looks like 8 and 2 belly bands. We may have to add some more pockets to this, but I'll see. So I need to make some tags. I need to decorate some tags. 2 of the pieces of ephemera that I made will go behind the belly bands. Oh, here's another sweet little one that we can put in. Okay, so my little blonde baby back here with the clock. Where did she go to? Where are you, sweetie? Here. This must be her when she got to be a little bit bigger. Don't you think? Cute, huh? So I'm gonna find a, oh, here's the pocket. Oh no, it was tucked inside the pocket, sorry. I need to find a place to put this little doll. If you have any suggestions for me, anything you feel I could do better, please, please share them with me. I would be so appreciative. I was watching a video this morning of somebody I've never seen before. Well, and I looked it up because I've been embossing more. Oh, see how crooked I cut that? Oh dear. And but I never can get I can't seem to get the sandwich right on my Sizzix. So I was looking up a video on how you do that, and this lady came up in my feed, very knowledgeable, very good, and I discovered, and it was an older video, so what she was using to make her to emboss, I don't have those things. They didn't come with my Sizzix because it was like an 8-year-old video. But I did realize that I think I've been doing my die cuts wrong. So I'm going to try it the way she did and see if I have better luck. I usually, it goes fine, but the ones I have problems with are the real intricate ones with all the little pieces that need to come out. And I do have one of those stiff brushes that helps you get them out, and that does help. But like at Christmas time, there was some that I wanted to make, and I just could not, I could not get them to come out. It was a mess. And I tried the brush, I tried a pokey tool, nothing worked. So I said, all right, well, I'm going to not do those as frequently because it was very time consuming and frustrating. So I did not do any more of that. Now, where do I want to put this little dolly? She deserves a place in here. She certainly does. With all her cuteness. This looks, both of these images actually look like they may have been images in one of the golden books from years ago. I don't know. My girls had quite a few golden books. I really believed in reading. I read to both of my girls, and giving them books and having them enjoy them. When I was working in the NICU, I would encourage parents, and I worked with a support, an after discharge support group that I founded called Parenting Preemies. And whether I was at the bedside or working in Parenting Preemies, I would tell my parents, read to your baby. I would tell dads, read to your baby. It doesn't matter really what you read because they don't understand. But it helps develop their language skills and starts to place within them a love for books and for reading. So I think that's important for every expectant parent to know that, to read to their unborn child. They hear you well. Hearing, the sense of hearing is one of the first to develop, and it develops in the womb. So they are able to hear you. You know, maybe I'll put this little girl on here. No, I can't find a place. Maybe instead of this glassine pocket, I'll put this right here. It doesn't really, maybe on this side. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so let's put her down. And then we will be done with the pockets. I think in the next video we'll start working on the cards and on the journal cards and the tags. I may decorate some off camera since that takes me a little bit of time. I really don't want to make my videos too long. There, look how sweet she looks on that paper, that pink and yellow with her little blonde hair. Thank you. All right. So, I didn't get a lot accomplished today, but we did make it through the whole video without losing power, without losing my memory card. So I just really quickly, it looks like we're going into an hour, and that's the longest that I want to go. This is the first journal I made. When I first started journaling, it was right before Christmas. And I have said before, I was watching Gail Agostinelli and a couple of other creators. And I don't know what gave me the bug to start junk journaling. I really don't know, because it's not something I had thought about doing. I was always more into the fiber arts. I like to sew. I crocheted and knitted. The problem was I always had more than one project going at a time, and unfortunately they didn't all get finished. So now that I'm doing this, I try to stick to one thing at a time. So this is the first journal I made. I made it with file folders, and it's a little bit hardier because I did use two and glued them together. Now, I have found, since I have junk journals in a drawer that I have made over a year ago, that some of these made from the file folders have warped a little bit, which is one of the reasons why I've gone to chipboard. So this was my first one. This was the cover. I knew very little. I just jumped right in. This was a digital from, her name is right on the tip of my tongue. I go to her Etsy shop a lot for her. And these are just some little things that I put in the pocket. This got glued in. I may stick this little girly with her baby into this journal. I did get some scrap paper. I think this is Echo Park, or I don't think it's Stamp Period. But it was the first paper that I purchased. Made this little envelope that came with the kit. I don't think there's anything in it right at the moment, but I intended to put, but since I was keeping it, I really didn't worry about it. I used a book page and just decorated it. These are tags. So this was my first one, a coloring page. And, I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it. And I ended up making 4 journals that Christmas. I gave one to each of my daughters. They got progressively a little bit better. And I also really enjoy making hidden paper clips. I've kind of gotten away from it, but I really enjoy them, and I think I might do a mass make on my first attempt at a shaker card. Didn't really go all that well. It's lost a lot of its glitter, but it was a fun attempt. And I've made other shaker things since then that turned out a lot better. And these were from a digital. I just, cut them out and glued them on a page and called it good. These are these little side pockets with tags or journal cards in them. And I'll tell you, I did not even know what a journal card was for, and I didn't know really what the purpose of tags are for, and I kept thinking, why do all these journals have so many tags in them? What is their purpose? I mean, I was really, really ignorant. The terminology just really befuddled me. This is just a little notepad made out of digitals that I cut apart. pocket I just hand sewed. I do like to hand stitch in my journals, and that's something else I haven't done a lot of recently. Little side pocket, belly band, little card. So as you can see, a Christmas recipe. As you can see, very basic and very lackluster for sure. But you know, I had a lot of fun doing it, and I fell in love with the process. And the I like to use bingo cards for my pockets. I didn't make any for this one. Here's another one of these envelopes. This does have stuff in it. And this was an envelope just sewn in and put some doodads in there. A stack pocket. I machine stitched the lace on these. Pop-up Christmas card, which was fun to put in. A Merry Christmas poem I found in a children's poem book. And they're kind of silly. Merry Christmas, I saw in the snow when I tried my skis, the track of a mouse beside some trees. Before he tumbled to reach his house, he wrote Merry Christmas in white and mouse. Eileen Fisher. So, don't ask me what I was really doing here. I made this round pocket and I did stitch it together. That's a fun little pocket. I haven't made one of those in a while. So there you go, and I felt I had to have a front cover and a back cover. So here's my back cover. And as you can see, it is falling apart in some places, but not too bad. Not too bad, just needs some glue reinforcement. So anyway, I'm definitely going to get off here now. It's been too long. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you. And please like and subscribe and leave a comment with where you're watching from if you have time. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.